Hey, now let's get into a little bit more of actually going into the course. So I'm going to come up here to my table of contents because I want to point out a section to you that students often ignore, and that is the overview of a unit. So if you expand this, you see the sections of a unit, but what I'm actually going to go to is the overview, okay? So if I go into the unit, you can see this is 1.12 overview. And then we have these parts that follow under it. If I go to it from the table of contents, it's going to look like this. I'm going to click on the heading for this section, and it's going to take me to that overview. So either way, it takes me to the same thing. Oh, I got to move myself. Okay. So one of the reasons why I point this out is because this has your objectives. And I don't know how many teachers you've talked to, but objectives are basically how we say what you're going to learn. So I always tell students it's a really good idea to take a look at these objectives. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to open a new tab and create a brand new doc. Okay. So we can go to docs and we're going to create a blank document and we're going to put our key term or our objectives in there, right? So I'm going to click on this and it's going to open a doc. And I'm going to come back here and I am going to be able to highlight my objectives. And one nice thing is once you open a document, you can just take and drag anything from Apex and drop it right in that document. So I'll give it a second to catch up because I think I went a little faster than Google could handle. So let me try this again. I'm going to highlight and I'm going to take and I'm going to drag this up here and drop it here. And now I have my list of objectives. So what I might do with this is go through and make sure that can I interpret different parts of mathematical expressions, right? I would use this as a guide for notes. So then I would come through and make sure that any things that I have that have to do with these ideas are listed under these objectives. I would also like to point out that we have this orange key up here that is our key terms. So I showed you the full glossary, which is all the key terms for all of the units. In each section, you get the key terms that are related to that specific unit. So by clicking on key terms, you get a list of the terms that relate to this section. So if you're taking notes on this section, you may want to come in here, copy this, and again, we can drag this up, right? And we can even come back and ideally, I think what you should do is as you're going through the study, define the terms, right? Actually read them as you go. But you can come here, click on them, and grab the definition and drag that definition right there. You also probably already have these downloaded as a PDF in your key terms. So that's another way that you can work with these. Let me know if you have any questions.